Let me ask you a simple question. How many of you have a dream, a goal, or an idea that's been sitting in the back of your mind for days, months, or even years? Something you think about constantly but never seem to start. You are not alone. Too often we overthink, we wait, we plan endlessly, but we never begin. That's why we're here today, to break through the doubt, fear, and hesitation and embrace one simple, powerful truth. Just start. Because the perfect time doesn't exist. The perfect plan doesn't exist. But the power of starting, that's what changes everything. Now let's talk about why we don't start. First, fear of failure. We're terrified of getting it wrong. We stay in the safety of our comfort zone. Or we want to be perfect. We believe we need all the answers before we begin. Or it could be because we're overwhelmed. The goals feel so big that we don't know where to start. So we don't start at all. But here's the truth. Starting is the antidote to all of this. When you take that first step, no matter how small, you create a momentum. Action builds clarity, confidence, and courage. And most importantly, it gets you moving. Think about any big accomplishment in the world. Guess what they all have in common? They started somewhere. Take, for example, Oprah Winfrey. Do you think Oprah was ready to become a media mogul when she started her career as a local TV anchor? No. She grew into it because she was willing to start, fail, and learn along the way. And look at your own example. Think back to something you have achieved in your own life. Something that made you proud. Maybe it was learning to swim, applying for a dream job, or starting a fitness journey. The hardest part wasn't the work, it was taking the first step. Starting isn't just about reaching the goal. It's about creating the momentum that makes the goal possible. Now let me tell you why starting today, right now, is critical. Time doesn't wait for you. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Life doesn't pause. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time, right now. You learn faster when you begin. You can read all the books, take all the courses, and gather all the advice, but nothing teaches you like doing. Starting gives you real feedback. Your future self will thank you. Imagine looking back in a year or 5 years. Do you want to feel regret for never starting, or pride for taking the first step? Every journey begins with action. Now let's discuss the biggest barrier to starting, fear. Fear of failure. Let me tell you something. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every failure teaches you something you need to know. Fear of judgment. Most people are so focused on their own lives that they are not paying as much attention to you as you think. Do it for you, not for anyone else. Also, fear of the unknown. Uncertainty is where growth happens. If you wait to know everything, you will never move. The key to stop focusing on what ifs and focus on the first step. Now that you're ready to start, here's how to take the first step. First, you want to break it down. Big goals can feel overwhelming, So break them into small, manageable pieces. Don't focus on writing the whole book. Focus on writing the first sentence. Start a timer. Give yourself 15 minutes to work on your goal. That's it. Once you start, you'll often find it's easier to keep going. Take imperfect action. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Start messy. Start small. Start scared. But just start. When you start, something incredible happens. You inspire others. When you take action, you show people what's possible. Your courage can create a ripple effect, encouraging your friends, your family, and even strangers to pursue their own dreams. Imagine a world where most people started, a world where fear did not hold us back. That's the world we can create together if we each commit to starting. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture the goal or dream you've been putting off. See yourself taking the first step. Imagine how it feels to finally be in motion. Picture the progress, the lessons, the growth. See yourself a year from now, proud, confident, and grateful that you have the courage to start. Now open your eyes. The future begins the moment you decide to take action. Now, I'll leave you with this challenge. What can you start today? Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Write that email, make that call, open that document, do the thing you've been avoiding. Starting isn't about being ready, and it isn't about knowing the whole path. It's about taking the first step, no matter how small. Because when you just start, you set the wheels in motion for a life you never imagined possible. So go out there and start. The world is waiting for what you can bring.